Hello everyone. So we are back again with another Pakistani band's work called Soch The Band, which has been active since early 2000s or after 2010 and 11, I would say. They recently worked with Crystal Records, one of the new platforms, and the track has been dropped just now. We have heard it once. He has loved it after the first go. I have my reservations, but we will discuss them
Right.
afterwards. So, without further ado, let's jump to it.
Alrighty. Should we?
Yep,
Three,
let's get to it.
two, one, play. Okay. Oh, super nice bass.
ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਨਸੀਬ ਕੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਚੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਬਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਦਿਸਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਨਸੀਬ ਕੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਚੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਬਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਦਿਸਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ
Lovely.
ਰਾਂਝੇ ਦੀ ਹੀਰ ਵਰਗਾ
This is where I got hooked.
ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਆ ਜਾ ਤੂੰ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਲਈ 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 ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਲ ਬਣ ਦੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਲਈ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਲਈ ਸਭ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਕੀਰ ਬਾਦਸ਼ਾਹ ਹੋ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦੇਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ ਫਕੀਰ ਬਾਦਸ਼ਾਹ ਹੋ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦੇਵੇਂ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੀਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਰਾਂਝੇ ਦੀ ਹੀਰ ਵਰਗਾ
Alrighty. Okay.
Okay. This is the second time
All
I'm
right.
listening to this song. You know it, right? And you are also listening it for the
Yes.
second time. So when I heard it the first time, I didn't enjoy it that much. Maybe I wasn't in that zone, not having the right frame of mind at that point. But now that I listen, I actually like the first guitar solo more. The second guitar solo was also very good indeed. But I got hooked from the
Yes.
first guitar solo. And Soch Band, I mean, it's one of the bands who are there in the music scene at this point of time. They have been part of Nescafe Basement. They're doing the work of their own as well. And Adnan Dhool, I think he's also one of the finds of Nescafe Basement, who is the lead vocalist actually. And what I like about Soch Band is that they have their melody and their
And
composition
lyrics
is
and
always very
poetry.
soulful and lyrics. Absolutely. Adnan Dhool is really creative when it comes to poetry writing, and they use
Yeah,
interesting
I'm not gonna
Punjabi
let you
lyrics,
forget.
which I
I'm not
always
gonna
like.
let you forget things like lyrics and poetry. Anything nice about them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you cannot. Adnan Dhool, when it comes to that, Adnan Dhool is really,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really great when it comes to lyrical writing. He's really
I do
great
think
in
that
that.
they go well back even before Nescafe Basement. If I'm not wrong, I think they are doing. I
Yeah,
mean, their first album was
yeah,
even before Nescafe Basement, but I think
even
he's
before.
closely. They are
Mm-hmm.
both Adnan and Rabi Ahmed. They're both working closely with
Mm-hmm.
Zulfi
Mm-hmm.
on so many projects, including Nescafe
Mm-hmm.
Basement and Coke Studio. Right, so the first song, To
Mm-hmm.
Joom, was written by Adnan Dhool. There were multiple songs written by Adnan Joom, right? And he was part of the composition of a
Yes.
lot of other tracks with
Yeah.
Ye Dunya. So
Mm-hmm.
Kurakram mentions him during Ye Dunya that he was part of the composition and crew. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I got hooked when Adnan opened up his vocals and
Mm-hmm.
in the first stanza in the first hook. And yes, so what stood out for me, I mean, Soch The Band, they do a lot of Sufi stuff, right? And this is also Sufi stuff, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
talking about this higher power or any figure, divine figure that the guy, the person is waiting, wanting to be um,
Mm-hmm.
meeting that divine power, or this meetup with that, right?
Yep.
But what got me hooked, what I really liked in the first go, was the similarity of the guitar solos and the riffs
Mm-hmm.
with Junoon's work.
Ah,
So Junoon,
absolutely.
during the 90s, they did a lot of Sufi work, right? And they had this very signature
Mm-hmm.
sound with guitar riffs, with
Mm-hmm.
the solos. And I felt there were a lot of similarities, a lot of overlap. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's in my head, but for me it was all about nostalgia. That I felt that
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's sounding, it's very similar. It sounded very nice to me, and that got me hooked. There were a lot of other parts that I really
Mm-hmm.
liked. The acoustic, the bass. The tabla was amazing as well, right? Throughout the song,
Tabla. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Blabal Lahoti was there,
Mm-hmm.
your favorite, right? So yeah, this is what I really liked. Soch the band. I mean, we have been following Soch for a while. The song that actually got me hooked to Soch was Avari
Mm-hmm.
from this movie.
I
From
was
this
coming
movie,
to
which
that.
movie is that? You would know. Yeah, of course
Ek
you would
villain.
know. Of
Ek
course you
villain.
would remember. Right, where Momina Mustasin and Adnan Dhool sang that song, right? Avari. And
Mm-hmm.
that actually
Mm-hmm.
caught my attention that, okay, wow, that they're doing amazing work.
Absolutely. You actually got to the right point. I was going to mention their work. I started hearing them way back I think there was one track from them, Mere Saath Saath Chal Do. It was one of my favorite at that time, but then they released Avari. What I want to mention is that Source the band, they actually touch upon a lot of social
Yeah.
issues through their lyrics as well. Avari was
Yes.
one of those songs. If you listen to the original work in Nescafe Basement, it was about a social issue, about the harassment that women face, like people just objectify them. It was about that. I didn't like the Bollywood version that much because it was
But
commercialized.
the
It
message behind
was,
it was
I
also
mean,
very
in the
good
movie, it was, yeah, the
because
message
their
behind it
writing
was
is
absolutely great.
top notch.
True. And here as well, in this particular song as well, you are rightly pointing out that he's probably talking to a divine person. If you listen from
Yeah.
a layman perspective, it seems like he's just longing for
A
a person,
loved one,
but in actuality,
loved one,
it's not
right?
like
And
a
it's
loved
it's,
one.
it's
Yes.
about perception. So
Yeah.
a teenager can actually rightly perceive that he's singing about a
Yep.
loved
Yep.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
from Sufi perspective, that goes the same, right? They were this
Yep. Yeah.
whole genre of people longing for the company of the saints, Nizamuddin Aulia and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all the
Mm-hmm.
saints, right? That they are longing for their company to
Mm-hmm.
sit with them, to listen to them. Uh,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Satal Sarmast, Bulle Shah, right?
Yeah.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
this can be
True.
interpreted in many ways, but I just
In
it
many ways.
this track just took me into the 90s, and it reminded me of Junoon so much. So yeah, we I thought
Mm-hmm.
that we should listen to it together and to our viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think So Is the Band is one of those bands which we will try to listen more often. At least I listen them a lot. And their recent work with Coke Studio just showcase the talent that they have. I mean, Rabi Ahmed and both Adnan Dhool, they are exceptional
Exceptional.
musicians. And they are doing some drama OSTs as well, tracks for the drama, which I also like a lot. People don't follow that a lot, but I always look for such OSTs and try to listen them. So they are doing great
Yeah,
job.
yeah. Also, not only that, but they are also in the industry where they are supporting a lot of young talent, right? They are working with young
Yeah,
talent
true.
to nurture their music, and I mean they are already
Mm-hmm.
beyond mere musicians. They are becoming a titan of Pakistani
Mm-hmm.
this generation of musicians, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
we can see in their music, and I hope that they release such kind of work more and more.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We are craving for such work. Great. I think then this is
Yeah,
it from my
let's wrap
side.
it up.
All right, then thank you so much for watching our video, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Take care.